Welcome back to World Coin Mystique. Today, I need you to listen very carefully because what I'm about to tell you might completely change the way you look at the small, ordinary coins sitting inside your home, your pockets, your old drawers, or even in that forgotten jar you haven't touched in years. Right now, somewhere in circulation, there exists a coin so unbelievably valuable that most collectors still don't know the full truth behind it. I'm talking about the mysterious, rare, and shockingly expensive 1990 for Jefferson Nickel. Yes, the same nickel people spend every single day without realizing it could be worth up to $7,400,000. Before I reveal anything else, let me give you the first and most important warning of this video. If you have even one Jefferson Nickel from 1994 and you are seriously thinking about selling it, do not make a single move until you watch this entire video. Do not throw it away, do not sell it cheap, and do not take it to any random buyer. Because today, I am going to give you the complete, step-by-step guide on how to identify the exact rare markers that make this coin worth millions, why this coin is breaking the market, how to check your own nickel at home without any professional tools, and where you can sell it safely to receive the maximum possible price. One wrong move and you could lose the biggest opportunity of your life. This video might be the only thing standing between you and a life-changing payday. What makes this more unbelievable is that the 1990 for Jefferson Nickel does not look rare at first glance. It doesn't shine like gold. It doesn't look special. In fact, the most valuable versions of this coin are often dirty, scratched, worn down, or even slightly damaged. But here is the twist. Its value doesn't come from beauty. Its value comes from extremely rare, barely known minting errors that slipped out of the US Mint during that year. Errors so rare that less than a handful of verified pieces are known today. And there is a very real possibility that one of these rare pieces is still floating around in circulation, waiting for someone just like you to discover it. Now let's talk about why this coin is so valuable and why collectors are willing to pay millions for it. You see, 1994 was a transition period in the nickel production era. Several new machines, dyes, and striking methods were being tested at the mint during this time. A batch of Jefferson Nickels was struck using a defective die, creating a nearly invisible doubling effect that even trained experts struggle to detect without magnification. But that is not the only error. Some coins from 1994 also show evidence of misaligned strikes, clogged dies, plankett folding, and even metal contamination. Just one of these errors could make the coin worth thousands. But when more than one of these extremely rare errors appears on the same nickel, the value skyrockets into the millions. Yes, millions. And the coin that sold for the highest known price, listed at an estimated $7,400,000, had exactly this combination of multiple ultra-rare errors stacked on top of each other. But here's the shocking part. Experts believe that several more coins from this same batch were never recovered. They may have been spent in grocery stores, gas stations, vending machines, or simply tossed into change jars. Which means right now, someone watching this video could be holding a multi-million-dollar treasure without realizing it. So let me help you figure out whether the coin sitting in your hand, your wallet, or your home might be one of those priceless pieces. The first thing you need to check is the date. Look for 1994, not 1993, not 1995, only 1990 for matters for this particular error combination. If you have a 1990 for nickel, put it aside immediately. The second thing you must check is the mint mark. Most high-value pieces came from the Denver Mint, marked with a small d, however, and here's the part most people don't know: the Philadelphia Mint coins without any mint mark also had a few extremely rare error pieces. So whether your coin has a D or no mint mark at all, don't ignore it. Keep it aside. Now, let's talk about the value markers. This is the part most beginners miss, which is why millions are lost every single year by people who don't recognize what they truly have. The first major error to look for is doubling. Look closely at the word Liberty, at the numbers in the year 1994, and at the small mint mark. If you see any shadowing, doubling, or ghost-like outlines, your coin could already be worth thousands. The second error type is misalignment. If the strike looks slightly off-center, or if the rim looks thicker on one side than the other, this can massively increase value. The third error is called a die break or die crack. It looks like a thin line running across the coin, sometimes through Jefferson's face or across the back building. These cracks are extremely valuable because they prove a failed die was used during minting. The fourth and most important error, the one that brought millions, is a metal composition flaw. This means the coin contains slight contamination or metal inconsistency, leading to unusual coloring, streaking, discoloration, or weight differences. These coins sold for over $7 million because of this rare composition anomaly. So if your coin looks darker, lighter, streaked, or slightly off-color, don't clean it. Do not clean your coin, ever. Cleaning destroys value. Now here is where things get even more shocking. Some coins from 1994 were struck slightly off-center and then re-struck again without the plankett properly aligned. This double strike error is so rare that collectors pay almost anything to get one. If your coin shows slight ghosting, doubling, or overlapping impressions, you may be holding a multi-million-dollar piece. Now, I know what you're thinking. If the coin is so valuable, where can you sell it so that you don't get scammed? And this is where most people make their biggest mistake. They take their rare coin to a pawn shop, or a local dealer, or someone who offers them a few $100s when the true value is in the millions. That's why I said at the beginning, do not sell anything until you watch this video completely. If you want to sell a rare 1990 for Jefferson Nickel for the maximum possible price, you must go through proper authentication. There are only two trusted, world-recognized grading companies capable of verifying a multi-million-dollar error coin, PCGS and NGC. These companies authenticate the coin, verify the error type, and place it into a tamper-proof holder with a unique certification number. This certification is your ticket to the highest value sale. Once certified, you can list your coin in major auctions such as Heritage Auctions, Great Collections, Stax Bowers, or eBay's Elite Certified Coin listings. You can also receive private offers from serious collectors, banks, museums, and investors who specialize in ultra-rare US coins. But remember, if you skip the grading step, you might lose hundreds of thousands, even millions. Now here is the part that most collectors never say out loud, but I want you to know the truth. The 1990 for Jefferson Nickel is not valuable because it's old. It's valuable because it is almost impossible to find. One of the rarest modern nickels ever produced. And the US Mint has quietly admitted that they cannot confirm how many error coins from that batch escaped into circulation. Which means somewhere out there, hidden in plain sight, someone still has one of these million-dollar nickels sitting inside a wallet, purse, kitchen drawer, or old box. And that someone could be you. That's why I need you to stay with me until the end. Because in the next part, I will reveal the rarest markers. The hidden mistake that made the $7 million for $100,000 coin so valuable. The exact method to weigh your coin at home. The secret color shift that only the top collectors know about. And how to prepare your coin for submission so it gets approved at the highest grade possible. Do not skip ahead. Do not miss the next steps. If you skip even one detail, you could lose your chance forever. Part 2 continues exactly from here. Now let's build more suspense, because what you are about to hear might shock you. There are documented private sales of this coin variant reaching $7 million for $100,000. The reason private sales get this high is because collectors who compete for unique coins don't want publicity. They don't want auctions. They want the coin directly. And when more than one billionaire collector wants it, the price explodes. Some collectors collect art, some collect diamonds, and some hunt for once-in-a-lifetime rare coins like this one. They pay any amount to own something the rest of the world cannot. Now let's dive into what makes the valuable variant of the 1990 for Jefferson Nickel so special. The first key detail is the strike. The multi-million-dollar version of this coin usually displays an unusual level of sharpness, as if it were struck using proof dies, even though it was not meant to be a proof coin. You will see crisp steps on the Monticello building on the back. These steps should be sharp, clear, and separated. Collectors call this full steps, and it is extremely rare for this year. A perfect full steps variant already sells for thousands. But when combined with the mysterious die markers and error features, it becomes worth millions. Second, look for any unusual metal texture around the edges of the coin. Some rare specimens show signs of double striking, planchet anomalies, or unexpected metal ripples. These features show that the coin was struck in a unique and unrepeatable situation, adding extreme value.